7 for Emmylou Packard. Bright and a little savage came the field, came light over the rows of artichoke, and what closed around the throat was a small hand in the shape of a whippoorwill, singing at the forest floor the notes in a rift in the moss. Came territory and power lines and the barrens, the great brush strokes, a hat covering the eyes, and you, at the very edge, how lightly you carried your sketchbook, wore your heels. Cauldron, the creatures in your dreams, the rain lashing, the rainy season. Vegetable garden, tiny eyes and black drops, raindrops. A man's forearm in the leaves, in the spikes, amphibious, trembling, the delicate haunches. Warrior hair, a system of ropes. And that which caught the yellow light also caught the voice, his voice, leaning into the cypress, everywhere and nowhere, the nothing that is not there, erased in the shadow. When your knife cut the yoke, the keg of tallow, the skids, the bull chain, the bridle, the slip knot, cut the block into strands, each strand a song over the rooftops, as if you were to come home again in the evening, after the day, work-worn, worm wealth, carrying the branches, the brayer and blade, carrying the trunk, the lumber cut, through the porch and into the kitchen, as if the whole organism could crumble gold or a garnet-laden crown, where the back of the head peeks through, slick as a mask and glittering, vitreous bird's eye at the yard's edge refracted, every morning gathered in your arms a gift of frost along the fence, a bittern in the reeds, thorn bracelet and amulet, conifer, boardfoot, hardwood making its way down the rib cage, each spore a vertebra lining the fronds, igniting the retina. And the smooth muscle of the heart, helical, mathematical, sacred and tough. In the evening, a spiral ornament, a stray cat at the gate, her tail a tremble, her voice an onion skin. So much hunger, so many calls coming in under the grass blades, terrestrial, a vestibule, a spider web, a sign. In the distant glitter, in a glass bead and all, a cruel stem worsted weight and vibrant in the green embroidery. Is the medicine arriving, a whole sun, a dragonfly, entire head of the yarrow blossom, and one California morning, shimmering, silver, silky, thistle, glossy, dusky, slender, tiny blue bees, and a solitary nester and a handful of seeds of a handful, your pupil. Emmylou Packard, 1914 to 1998, was an American visual artist and social activist in San Francisco. She was known for her paintings, printmaking, and murals, which were often political. When she was 13, she met Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo. She later lived with them in Mexico and worked closely with Rivera as his assistant on several mural projects. After their first meeting in 1927, Rivera described Packard as, quote, a blonde, melancholy little girl with the face of a French Gothic angel, embarrassed and shy, bright, little, savage.